It's another time on the Power Circuits, a must-watch program specially packaged by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, to bring to you the latest information about the Nigerian power sector. My name is Amara Agogoesi, and I'm taking you through this half hour on screen. Here is what we have for you today. Minister of Power, Engineer Bubakadi Aliu, chairs Nigeria-European Union's Energy Transition Meeting in Abuja. We'll bring to you an explainer on why you shouldn't live near high-tension power lines. TCN launches grievance redress mechanism strategy to resolve issues affecting ongoing power transmission projects. NEC signs a memorandum of understanding with the National Orientation Agency to sensitize electricity consumers. The Minister of Power, Engineer Bubakadi Aliu, has chaired an energy transition meeting between the European Union and Nigeria. Engineer Aliu chaired the meeting on behalf of the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo.
According to a statement from the Minister of Power, the meeting had in attendance the Deputy Director General for Energy of the European Union, EU, Mr. Matthew Baldwin, EU Ambassador to Nigeria Samuela Isopi, Minister of State for Petroleum Timoteo Silva, the Group Chief Executive Officer of NNPC Limited, Mele Kyari, and other stakeholders in the gas sector. At the meeting of the Energy Transition Working Group, which was held in Abuja, Engineer Aliu said the COVID-19 pandemic and the current global energy crisis show that nations must work together to address current global challenges and forge partnership for sustainable development. The Minister of Power further said Nigeria is seeking partnerships worldwide and is ready for investment, adding that Nigeria also seeks support and collaboration to address challenges that hinder energy supplies and investments. The Deputy Director General for Energy of the EU, Matthew Baldwin, was in Nigeria to meet stakeholders and engage in measures to secure energy supplies for the EU, including through the purchase of gas.
The Power Circuit continues in a moment. Please stay on.
Oh my God, what caused this fire? Eh? Hey, God help us. Assuming this thing happened in the night, nobody from this building would have come out alive.
Madam, hey, this is why we have warned landlords not to erect structures under the high voltage lines. If this high voltage line fell on the ground, nothing would have happened. But because this structure has been wrongly erected and the high voltage line fell on it, that is why whatever has happened has happened. We advise landlords to always consult the Transmission Company of Nigeria on their safety compliance on the right of way, so that something like this does not happen again.
Oga, we are talking of burnt house and you are talking of right of way. What is right of way and safety compliance?
Safety compliance simply means before erecting any structure around any electricity tower or line, there are safety distances you must adhere to. These safety distances are 25 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 330 kV, 15 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 132 kV, and 7.5 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 33/11 kV. These stipulated safety distance instructions are what we call right of way. If these simple, basic safety distances are adhered to, trust me, there will be less loss of property and lives. resulting from cut transmission lines.
Visit Transmission Company of Nigeria office nearest to you for your safety regulations before erecting structures. Let us save lives and properties and build a stronger Nigeria. This message is from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
Well, you have heard the implications of living or staying near high-tension power lines. TCN has continued to enlighten the citizenry in town hall meetings, television and radio campaigns of the inherent dangers of building on the transmission lines and towers. How about you doing the following to help TCN serve you better? Don't buy land under high-tension cables. Don't buy or build structures under high-tension cables. Don't rent shops or apartments under high-tension cables or towers. Don't transact business under high-tension power cables. Don't build or dump materials, refuse under the transmission tower base. Everyone has a role to play. You have been informed. Inform others. It is for our collective national development. TCN cares. The management of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, through its World Bank Project Implementation Unit, PIU, says the grievance redress mechanism strategy will help the company to quickly resolve issues relating to right of way of power transmission projects under the unit. This disclosure was made at a presentation of the grievance redress mechanism strategy booklet to stakeholders in Abuja.
The General Manager Transmission Services, Engineer Jimmy Adetola, performed the ceremony on behalf of the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz. He said, with the strategy, a crucial document for executing the transmission rehabilitation and expansion plan, TCN can receive complaints, register them, investigate such complaints, and resolve them.
We know the importance of what we want to discuss here today. But this major issue of solving grievances is affecting us seriously. We have a lot of transmission lines that we are unable to deliver because of problem of settling or paying leave or compensation for those that want to use their right of way. It has been a serious challenge. We have so many stations that we have capacity, but due to line limitation, we are unable to utilize all these capacities. So if we are able to go around these things and sort out this problem, I believe TCN will be in a good place, a good position to really effect and make NESI, that's Nigeria Supply Industry, to perform better than Nigerians will be happy and their economy will move forward.
Engineer Adetola highlighted some areas where issues around right of way have delayed the completion of power transmission projects.
Take for example a short line at Benin at Ihobo. We just want to construct turn out on my capital line, 14 kilometers. Since 2016, we are still on this. We are unable to do anything. The Akure Ihobo Oshobo double circuit line, up till today, because of wind issue, we are unable to deliver. So we have a lot of them everywhere in the country. That Akure is always making me feel sad because we are unable to take care of supply in that environment. Akure substation, for example, they have a lot of high capacity, and the only single line from Oshobo 1 to Kebbi line cannot do anything. Talk less of going to address it. The same issue at Kano. As we speak now, we are unable to deliver to Kano because of waiting issue and sorting out the project issue that we have on ground to release and make capacity available for us.
The TCN management officials said the company will have more capacity added to its transmission network as issues around power transmission lines and substations are speedily resolved.
So this mechanism for addressing grievances is a very good thing, and I hope that the consultant will assist us so that by the time we go through this workshop and training, we're able to have a good relationship with those people that we are using their curriculum for our job and able to deliver projects in time. So I want to welcome once again, and I want to wish us happy deliberation as we proceed.
In his remarks, the General Manager Program Coordination at TCN, Engineer Joseph Chiruma, said the company developed the strategic document to accelerate power transmission projects with funding from the World Bank.
Today is a very special day. And also the program in which we are today is also special to the growth of projects, execution and also implementation in the power sector, particularly with the Transmission Company of Nigeria, where we transverse kilometers of lines from one state to another, and also building of substations. Definitely we are bound to go through all these kind of internal problems at the host and also the neighboring environment. And for us to successfully deliver a project, particularly the one funded with the donor project, it is key to getting right.
Engineer Chiruma lauded the World Bank for supporting the development of strategic documents which caters to the concerns of the host communities along power transmission projects route.
And that is why at every step, the bank do a lot to ensure that not only the physical investment on the equipment, the sites, and the like, but the livelihoods of people who are going to meet. Just even the crops that are in the bush, they need to be taken care of, the animals and so on and so forth. So they look at whatever will lead to the slow implementation of this project that have been addressed. So today we are happy the consultant for the environmental social management plan, particularly today for the redress mechanism has been working on this project. He has put a lot of documentation together. And what simply we are here for is for us to know that problems are bound to happen in our course of implementing our project. But what are the processes that we need in addressing those grievances?
The TCN consultant for the World Bank supported strategic document and managing director of Sustainability Limited, Kayode Oluwaguyi, assured that when it is implemented, the company will have a faster headway in resolving the right-of-way issues to deliver more power transmission projects.
If it's well implemented, every grievances will be addressed from both the staff and even the external stakeholders. Once they start implementing, there will be some problems or some issues that were not covered. We'll now do a review for them to address those issues.
High point of the event include the unveiling of a strategy document as well as sharing of flyers to officials across the TCN regions to sensitize community members on right-of-way matters.
On behalf of my MD CEO, Engineer Abdulaziz, I hereby launch this mechanism. I caught this and declared this book for you by TCN, in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and in the name of the Holy Spirit.
Just count all the blocks, eh?
Well, sir, we are a transmission company of Nigerian linesmen, and we just observed that you're about to erect a structure here.
You are very observant. Yes, I'm trying to put up a shopping mall of 200 shops that will serve this neighborhood. And I'm very excited about the project.
But sir, have you observed that it is under high tension transmission lines? It could snap, drop on the shopping mall and electrocute everyone inside it. Moreover, sir, these lines emit electromagnetic waves that are harmful to the health of human beings.
Really? This could cause so much harm?
Absolutely, sir. Imagine if there's a fire outbreak in the mall. It could destroy the transmission lines, causing outage to many states in the country. Erecting a structure under high-tension transmission lines will not help government efforts to grow our power supply and grow our economy. Be part of growth. Do not destroy electricity power installations. Little vigilance and concern on our part is necessary to protect transmission infrastructure nationwide. Be vigilant.
This message is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NEC, has signed a memorandum of understanding with the National Orientation Agency to sensitize electricity consumers nationwide. The Power Circuit brings you the reports.
The chairman of NEC, Engineer Sanusi Garba, represented by the Commissioner Legal, Licensing and Compliance NEC, Dafi Akpanei, said the Nigerian electricity supply industry (NESI) requires more sensitization and Nigerians need knowledge on how they get electricity, noting that the NOA platform is for educating Nigerians on electricity theft, safety and other issues.
Our sector in the Nigerian electricity supply industry requires a lot of sensitization. And we are meeting with you because we know that we cannot do the sensitization on our own. We have a very large country, a population of almost over 200 million people in 724 local governments. We are just one commission. And if we're going to achieve our mandate, we have to synergize. And in doing the synergy, we have to identify the right partners to work with. And there is no better partner to work with in the field of national communication and orientation than the NOA. The Commission recognizes that, and we recognize that you have a great and important role to play.
The NEC head also said the Nigerian power sector is a specialized one requiring that electricity consumers have adequate understanding of the electricity supply value chain.
Our sector is one that is very specialized, in which most people do not know how the electrons get to them. All Nigerians are concerned about is that they have those electrons when they want it, have it on demand. The essence of this partnership is to create a vehicle whereby we have a platform where Nigerians are educated on the issues in the sector, issues of safety, issues of electricity theft. We look forward to a fulfilling and rewarding partnership with the NOA, and we hope we can both work together to collectively achieve our mandate. So once again, Madam Garba, I welcome you to the Commission. Thank you very much.
The Director General of NOA, Dr. Garba Abari, said, in spite of efforts the government has put in place to address electricity gaps, there are still issues and the citizens need to be educated on these efforts.
There is a huge amount of ignorance amongst our populace on how things are done, especially in technical areas like electricity supply and use management. And to make citizens aware and be part of the conversation, citizens be made aware and be made part of the conversation. They need to be sensitized, they need to be mobilized, they need to be made part of the larger stakeholding public, so that there is an understanding from the side of government, from the side of the citizens, from the side of regulators, from the side of service providers, all looking at the same direction of common vision and their common mission. I think this is basically what the National Orientation Agency is going to provide to NEC, as we are providing to many other stakeholders in our national landscape.
The Commissioner of Consumer Affairs at NEC, Aisha Mahmood, said NEC had recently signed an MOU with the Federal Competitions and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, on resolving consumer complaints.
Just recently, we signed another MOU with FCCPC, but that particular MOU is basically towards resolving customer complaints. So this MOU is quite different, or of a different nature than the one that we signed with FCCPC. We do know that NOA has, as the DG said, you have representation in all the 774 local governments we have in Nigeria. So that is where we need this collaboration, and that is why this is very, very important to us as a regulator. So going forward, we need to work together to ensure that we meet our collective mandate of ensuring that all customers in this country are satisfied.
The Commissioner also stated that the process that culminated in the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between the power sector regulator and the National Orientation Agency began in January 2022.
For me, I believe this is the right step in the right direction, and I hope that we will really work together, put our heads together, and reach the grassroots. All Nigerians should know about our existence. They should know about their rights, and they should know, what NEC is out there to achieve. So NOA will be collaborating with you henceforward to achieve all this.
You are onto the power circuit. Here are the reports we brought to you. You have heard that the Minister of Power, Engineer Abubakar D. Aliyu, chaired a Nigeria-European Union's Energy Transition meeting in Abuja. We brought to you an explainer on why you shouldn't live near high-tension power lines. TCN launches grievance redress mechanism strategy to resolve issues affecting ongoing power transmission projects. To increase the education of power consumers, NEC has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the NOA. That is it for this edition. We have got all episodes of this program on the TCN YouTube channel, and we have more of these platforms to keep the conversation going. We hope to bring you more power sector reports on the power circuits. I am Amara Agugoesi. Stay safe.